Today on She Is,
I sit down with Ayse Eldek, an actress, writer, producer, TV host, wife, and a mom. We chat about how she navigates between raising 3 children and her growing career as an artist and performer.
and you're so ambitious. Were you always like that?
I believe I was. Younger times, not so much, but I got better, I guess. And I kept thinking to myself, like, if you ask something or if you go forward for something to try, the worst thing they will say is no.
Ayse Eldek was born and raised in Turkey. She was involved in every school and after-school production. After graduation, the thirst for more acting brought her in New York in 1997, where she pursued her dream. Since then, she acted in many film and TV productions, including David Letterman Show, Sex and the City, Damages, Rescue Me. Voiceover and theater productions including Cellophane and Oh Jerusalem, both directed by Jim Simpson. Her writing credits include the play To Love, Bold Boy the Musical, and Oh Boy, which was later remade to a short film that was shown in Cannes 2008 Short Film Corner. She is the founder of Turkish American Repertory Theater and Entertainment. She is currently co-hosting the show #Moms on a Mission on Woman to Woman TV.
Hi guys, welcome to the show. I'm Lucia Dragos and you're watching She Is on Woman to Woman TV. I have a very special guest with me today. Ayse, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for coming. And you're such an inspiration to me because I know you for a long time, but now you have 3 kids. You're always busy. Every time I get tired, I think about you. I'm like, if she can do it, I can do it. With 1 kid, I can do it. So, but I know you've always been in the entertainment business. Like, why the entertainment business? Why performing?
I guess, when they say that it's in your blood, I think it's true. I think it's in my blood. When I was a child, I used to take my really small tape recorder to the bathroom, and then I would make up stories and then sing songs and then spend like half an hour at least. And then I would have my aunt come in and say, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I have to re-record again." So, I would do all these little stories, and like, I always wanted to perform, and I started with ballet when I was 6 years old, and then I did that 5 years. And at school, I was in, like, if there were like 8 activities or stage work, I was in all of them. So I just love it.
I think that's the way you built your character and the discipline,
Yeah.
with all the activities, and that's how you open your horizon and see what you like. But how did you, that was back in Turkey, right?
Yeah.
And then you moved to the States?
Yeah.
How? What happened? Why did you want it to come in? Here?
I wanted to do more. I was performing, but something wasn't.
Was missing?
Yeah, something was missing, and I wanted to find that ingredient, basically. And in order to do that, things happened, and I ended up in Boston, and I applied for schools, and one of them was Harvard Extension School, which I wasn't sure if I was going to be in. And so I decided to do the interview. And I did the interview with the school, and I waited, and I didn't even have any expectations. So all my expectations was answered after a week, and they said there were 2 more spots, and if I would like, I can have one of the spots.
You see, I admire, I love this about you, so ambitious. Like people, when they hear, even me, when they hear Harvard, it's like, oh, no, that's off limit. But you go in and you try. And ever since I know you 15 years, and you're so ambitious. Were you always like that?
I believe I was. Younger times, not so much, but I got better, I guess. And I kept thinking to myself, like, if you ask something or if you go forward for something to try, the worst thing they will say is no.
Exactly. But people are
So-
afraid of no.
Yeah,
People are afraid of rejection.
Absolutely. And I just said to myself, the worst thing they will say is no. So I prepare myself for that. And if the opposite happens, then it'll be fine.
I think that's because you're an actress and you've done this for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think that rejection, the thick skin, you build thick skin for rejection, that helps.
You have to have a thick skin in this business
Yes.
because if you are going for 1,000 jobs, you're going to be rejected for 998 of them.
Right.
Like, think that way. Like, I'm not saying like in a discouraging way, but that's how it is because there is always a type that they're looking for.
Yes.
There's always something. You might be a great actor. You might be a good-looking person. Doesn't matter. Like,
Right.
you don't know what they are looking for. So when you go to an audition, you have to be prepared to be rejected on the spot.
Yes.
Like, at first I never thought of that, and I just kept trying. I said, I'm going to try. Worst thing they will say is no. I'm going to try.
Right.
Worst thing they will say is no.
You see, I was acting, we met in the acting school with you, and for me, I don't have problem with rejection. I don't take it personal. I understand it's a typecast. But for me, it was all this waiting, like you're always waiting, waiting to hear from audition, waiting. And me, I'm not that kind of a person. I'm like, go get a, so it's you. But that was one thing that made me to move on to different things, like to write and to direct and to produce. What was it for you? Because you branched out. You started writing. I was in your play, the first play that you did. And then you went on and you started your own theater company.
Yeah.
What was the reason that you branched out from acting?
Again, I wanted more. Like, there is
Right.
always, like, in this business, you can always get more. And I love my creativity, and I don't want to push it down, and I want to use it in different ways.
Okay.
And when I did the play with you, it was one of the most successful plays. It was sold out, and then we did the movie version of
Right.
it, which went to Cannes Film Festival Short Film Corner in 2008. That was nice, and I had my son during that
Right.
time. But I think it is something that I always wanted to do. I wanted to do original work. I wanted to write, and I also wanted to bring Turkish culture to life,
Right.
but in English. I have seen and I have worked with other companies who were Turkish-based, but then they were doing all their work in Turkish.
Right.
And living here and working here, I said, the only way you can actually bring that cultural exchange is in English. So I decided that, and I formed my company 5 years ago. So it includes, like, we have dance shows, we have children musicals, which I did last year. It was an original. I wrote the music.
I was there, I saw it, and it was amazing. My son loved it. I took my son with me, and he loved it.
So yeah, I like to bring something from everything. Like, if I have an extra, I want to share. I like sharing.
Right, right. I think that's for creators. Like, the first thing, you don't do it for yourself. You do it for other people.
Yeah.
To bring some sort of emotion. Like Maya Angelou said, people won't remember what you did or said, but they will remember how you made them feel. With our work, we want to make them feel. Coming up next. But how is life now? The twins are already 2 years old.
They're
Your
already
son
2 years
is
old.
8.
Busy. Like, I don't really sit. I still work on some production. I involve everybody, and
Yes.
I'm going to do the same thing to the twins.
But how things changed when you became a mom? And I remember you had your son already.
Yeah.
But then I think you were in the middle of production when you discovered you were pregnant with the twins.
Yes, yes. I
What was that experience like?
that was very interesting. I was approached by an American writer who wrote about Turkish Sultan and Bellini, a famous a painter who painted his portrait. And I found out that I was having twins, which was interesting because the first sonogram showed only one baby, and all of a sudden,
Wow.
second time I went, there's two.
My God.
I guess the first one was hiding at first. So,
Were you scared? What were your thoughts?
you know, in the movies that happens, like everything freezes and there's this fog comes in and your thoughts get really loud. That's exactly what happened to me. And the only thing I was thinking about, like, where do I put them? You know, like we live in the city and like the apartments that we live in, they are not, you know, outrageously huge. So I had to come up with a very creative solution. That was the first thing I thought about, like, where do I put them? And while nurses are coming and going and blessing me and all, and I was like, there's two of them. There is two of them. And I didn't know how to break the news to my husband. And the only thing I said when I called him, I said, are you alone in the office? And he said, yes. Oh, good, then you can scream. So he's like, why? There's two of them. And there was like this long silence. And he asked me again, what? There's two of them. There's long silence again. And what I heard was just, wow. That was our conversation.
And you don't have twins in your family or here?
Nope, no. Apparently with identicals, like it just happens. Like they,
Okay.
the egg decides to split in the first 9 days.
But how is life now? The twins are already 2 years old.
They're
Your
already
son
2 years
is
old.
8,
Yes.
right? He just started school. And how is life now?
Busy. Like I don't really sit. I still work on some productions. I'm trying to work on another play that I am trying to produce. The good part is my son is a great help. Like he's always been a great help. Like he always likes to be involved. The girls, they are very entertaining, and I like to have them involved. So
You
when
see, it's great that you involve your kids. When I started my show, my first fear was, oh my God, what should I do now? I have to hire a babysitter, this and that. But then I said, you know what? That's just an excuse. I'm just gonna do it, and he's gonna help me. So I said, if you want toys, you gotta work with me.
Absolutely.
You gotta help me. So he does all the tripods and he sets up. And he's even now with your son in the control room.
Yeah.
But I think it's good for them
Yeah.
to see how mommy works and what she does, and for them to be involved instead of, oh, don't touch this, don't do that. Okay, keep silent. And
Yeah, yeah,
So it's
absolutely.
great.
I think it gives them also more confidence
Yes.
in life. They don't have to be necessarily be involved in the same field, but they can be more brave, you know,
Right.
for anything that they'll be doing in the future. So I involve everybody, and
Yes.
I'm gonna do the same thing to the twins.
Right.
And talking about that, when I was working on the music last year, we were working on some different versions of the theme song. And I decided with their reaction. Like there was 2 versions, and one of the versions made them get up and start dancing right away.
oh.
They were not even 2, and they were just getting up, and they were just so happy and dancing. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be it, and it turned out wonderful.
Now, what do you think it takes? Do you think women can have it all, women, working moms? Or do you think they can have it all, but not in the same time? And what does it take to actually, to be a mom and then to continue working on your dreams and following your dreams? Do you think one excludes the other or no?
I think it totally is up to the person. And if you want it, there's no way that you cannot have it.
Great.
You have to work towards it. There's
See,
no
I love your
excuse.
attitude. You're always like that. I love this. There is no.
I mean, you know, what is stopping you? Your health. If you have good health, if you have like extra hour that you can contribute to what you want,
Right.
you can always do it.
Yeah. I think it's a mindset
Yeah, yeah.
that is stopping us. Well, what is next for you?
I would like to do a big movie soon. Besides doing that, I wanna I wanna continue doing my blog, which I started, and then I am trying to get my musical to the next level. Talking to some producers and hopefully bringing to, if I can bring it to off-Broadway first, and then if it goes to Broadway, fine. If not, off-Broadway, I'll be happy.
Right.
But that will be my next level, I think, for now.
I'm sure when you set your mind, you always get things. So, well, before we end, complete the statement referring to yourself. She is?
A performer
Oh.
and a mom.
You are. Well, you are a performer, yes. A great one. Ayse, thank you so much for joining me. That was so much fun.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
That's it for today's show, and I just want to announce me and Ayse are co-hosting another show on Woman to Woman TV. It's called #Moms on a Mission, and the first episode we'll be talking about back to school anxiety as parents and children. So stay tuned for that one, and post your comments below. Tweet me for what other subjects you want me to cover, or if you have any ideas, or just if you want to ask me a question, at Woman to Woman TV or at Lucia Dragos. I'll see you next time on She Is.